Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be learning the Zhongwen. But the challenge is I have to study off a textbook. When I was a little kid, I used to go to Chinese school. Every Sunday morning, my mom would drive me to my Chinese school. I'd be sweating in the car. My teacher was very strict. She'd always make us read aloud the textbook to everyone else in the class. And my reading skills were trash, by the way. So I'd just be like, the teacher would have to say the word to me and I just mimic off her. I hadn't touched Chinese in like 2-3 years. I had not practiced writing at all. There was a dictation exercise where the teacher would say something in Chinese and you have to write it down. The most basic sentence, 喜欢, means like, and it's one of the earliest words you know. My mind just blanked. In Chinese school, I was stressed out. And you can't think when you're stressed out, okay? The teacher came over to me and she was like, do you not even know how to write 喜欢 in front of the whole class? Don't do that to a kid. She moved me down a grade that day. And my mum had to fight, being the Asian mom that she is. I'm sorry, it's just a character. But then, the funny thing about this story, when I started actually studying in my normal school when I did GCSE, my Chinese skills became like one of the best in the class and she was suddenly super kind to me. You could call her two-faced, but not gonna lie, I was kind of bathing in the acknowledgement. Like she would say, oh wow, I really like the sentence you made in your essay. Okay, two-faced, but tell me more. Both of these methods used textbooks, and one of them, I hated the way it was taught. The second one, I actually learned a lot. Maybe you guys also hate using textbooks, but I'm gonna try show you my way of learning from a textbook. Textbooks provide a lot of context. You need context. Language is acquired. It's not just recall. If you watched my last vlog, you know that I'm HSK 4 standard, but I don't use the HSK textbook. I buy textbooks off secondhand stores and it just wasn't there. I found this really good one, Experiencing Chinese Intermediate Course 2. It tells you a list of topics. So we have computers, pets, life, being singles, and beauty standards. When I used to try and study online without a textbook, it was hard because there was no syllabus. I'd find random vocab online. But one of the really good ways of learning is learning through topics. How the textbook is structured, you can kind of already use that. It does not mean you have to go in that content order, alright? I was watching this YouTuber who was talking about her Bao Bao and her Chanel Louis Vuitton and I was like, I'm interested. I started off with the last chapter. From then on, beauty. And that will kind of link into singletons. I'm just following my own interests. Just read what you want, While you're doing textbooks, it's good to stack your textbooks and do listening and blah, 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 do all of that fancy stuff. This is just another way you can add to your stack. These are grammar points that I kind of skim over. But then answering these questions are super useful. What I found from like Quizlet sets is they just test you on what does this word mean. It's better if you use the vocabulary you've learned to describe or teach it. Today's topic is the 人造美女, which means artificial beauty. You see this a lot nowadays in the social media. 社会媒体. So what I do first is I read the passage as best as I can. Why don't you come read with me?
从你没做手术时的照片上可以看出你以前长得并不难看呐。
为什么还要 cosmetic surgery 整容？I got the jogger pants and the champion shirt because I'm a champion. Okay, this is what happens, like I just don't study. Continuing on our class. What a car.
我也想让自己变得更完美。其实
I forgot the word I just learned. 整容. Anyway. You're distracting me. Usually I write notes as I do so. When I encounter important concepts, try to understand the message of the passage. To acquire. Just since I'm using this word a lot, wonder what the Chinese word for acquire is. 取得. Repetition is a very good way to memorize. If you see things in different contexts, in different sentences, it's so good in it, fam. Oh my god, you guys. This is the perspective that normal people see me in. Because I'm 4'10" and people legit see me like this. I actually look like a thumb. Anyway, I'm back from my little trip to my graduation. So on the train, I was yapping to some Chinese grannies next to me. Let's pretend I had a very productive session. What I was trying to do was do some critical analysis, critical thinking in my target language. My goal in Chinese is to be able to express 表达我的思考，我的套路, I don't know, bro. And this is just by acquiring knowledge in that language. And so I was trying this new method of doing mind mapping in Chinese. I'm still testing out this technique. It's still quite difficult trying to explain concepts in Chinese. I think that is very useful because the best way to learn is to teach. I don't know exactly what I was teaching. My topic was on beauty. As you can see, I don't really care much about 我的外表. That's what I learned. Yeah, my appearance. 你的外表可以体现你的身份。你的身份, your status. By the way, my status is like God level. I've been yapping about mind mapping and all that kind of stuff, but it comes from research, okay? I can't do it well, but I've been watching this guy called Justin Song on YouTube, and he explains how to learn things from a perspective of someone who's doing like a university study. But you can apply this in languages because a language is a tool for you to explore new ideas. So what if you just learn new concepts in another language? How do you guys use textbooks? Do you try and remember the vocab list and then look into the essays and then answer the questions? I also want to do a video on the high level orders of thinking that Justin Sung mentions, because I think his research and something called Bloom's taxonomy is very useful in language learning. So let me know in the comments if you want to nerd out with me. I know a lot of people don't like textbook learning just like me, but it provides really good topic-based vocabulary. You can see different words in different contexts and repeats important words. Yeah, let me know how you guys study. I want to try out these new techniques and document my language journey, so please. Also, I need content, guys. Thank you for the 500 subscribers. For the past 2 weeks, I have been surprising myself by weekly uploads. I mean, they've been delayed by a day every time, but now I am starting a new internship next week. If you want to know about shut up. If you want to know about, comment down below. I want to know what you guys want to know from this channel or want to watch from this channel. Keep pressing the like button like many times. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.